Thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2013. With this passage into our next chapter, like many of you, I'm speechless, which I'm sure you can imagine makes it quite difficult to write a speech. I wanted to encompass the entire experience, but I realized while writing this speech that summarizing the experience was impossible, because it was a different experience for every one of us. Experiences like the last yearbook, picking up caps and gowns, and coming to terms with the fact that these moments would become some of the most memorable moments of high school. We couldn't have said it enough. I can't wait for college, I can't wait to graduate, how many more days left? And of course, we had to pick the earliest date for graduation, which just so happens to be on this Wednesday evening. Most of us waited 35 months of high school for this moment, sitting here in caps and gowns, families watching, graduating high school. Those 35 months went by ridiculously fast. Homecomings, cheering at football games, when the dance team got a bid for state for the first time, beating Byron in football for the first time in 20 years, winning regionals in basketball, taking tires off teachers' cars, performing in your first musical, performing in the jazz dance, prom, and watching faculty dance during assemblies into viral songs. A few of the many memories within these last 4 years. This past month, I can barely remember. I can only describe it best as blinking. I think it's because we're so consumed by the very thought that this time next year we'll be off in a bigger world, surrounded by different people doing different things. But this change shouldn't be scary or sad, only inspiring. I remember one day in class when a teacher told us that the odds of us becoming president were so slim that we shouldn't be surprised when we end up doing some off-brand version of that occupation. The class sitting there amazed that a teacher would tell us something like that, and especially when we were all relentlessly filling out brag sheets for letters of recommendation in hopes that the college of our choice would get us to that very presidency we were hoping for. There were murmurs around the classroom and giggling when the teacher began again. That yes, the odds are slim, but there is always that hope. The hope that the timing is right, that our tenacity would get us through, and that the skills and education we learned would get us there. The mood got a little lighter. We then had a group epiphany, that high school, what we are learning make our odds better. And I, along with many of my peers, agree that the education we received at Genoa-Kingston High School will get us to where we want to be, along with all the other skills and lessons we will learn in our next chapter, going off into the vocational world, college, or the Army. But as a class, we grew together, learned together, and became who we are today together. We taught each other and will be a part of each other's success. That, I believe, is the most intriguing part of the high school experience. We should thank every person in this room because everyone contributed to our graduation. Thank you, teachers and staff, for being the sculptors, and families and friends for being the pedestal. So we shouldn't be sad or frightened. We should take the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful of these last 4 years. Time will make us bolder, and we will make many more memories. Here's our past, take what we learned and apply it to the future. Like Fitzgerald summarized, so we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. Again, thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2013.